Howdy everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do sketch blocks. What I do a lot of is speaker design, and there's a lot of repetitive parts in this. And once I make the parts, I try to make a sketch block. So you'll notice this has a single 15, a pair of handles, a couple ports, but I have to go into a particular manufacturer's specs to see what the cutout for the speaker would be, where the spacing is for the hole and the number of holes. Let me turn this off and you can see that. So for this particular one, that is something I would use over that particular manufacturer as well as that size hole. So I don't want to have to redo that. I just want to be able to use it constantly. Blocks are a common thing in AutoCAD, and they're easy to use in here as well. So let's go to the box itself since it's an assembly. Here's the original box, and I think I started this with the baffle. So I went ahead and made the sizes, got all the spacing and everything else, but I want to capture this and use it down the road in another box because this is a 15 I use constantly. So to do that, once you're in the sketch, let's go ahead and window just what I need. Going to go up to Create Block. Say OK to that, and let's call it just 15 SPRK. Once I hit OK, you'll see it changed colors because it created it into a block. Let's close that sketch. And if you look over here in blocks, there is exactly what I created. You'll notice that I already had a large handle on that cutout. I use that constantly. I made that block so I don't have to repeat that all the time. So from here, this is the easiest way to make a block. But not always do you have that opportunity, because if you pull down somebody else's box, or they sent you something and they sent you a step file, well, there are no dimensions on that. There are no sketches. So you have to actually create something from scratch, and there's an easy way to do that. Let's go over to, say I'm going to put a pull mount on that. So let's go over to this. I made a pull mount, but also I wasn't sure of all the details. So this is not one sketch, this is multiple sketches. Let me just close this. You'll see the overall size, the hole, the slots, the radius is on the outside, and also those holes. So I wouldn't be able to just open up one of those sketches and go through that process. So an easy trick for this is go up to, you're in your 3D model, go to Sketch, pick the face like we're going to draw on it. Do project. Let's grab the entire piece. Say OK to that. Select it. Copy and paste. And then you have that. The exact same profile. I don't have to repeat that because this is something I'm going to use constantly, but it was developed outside of the other box. So let's go ahead and clean this up. I would not use the outside. I'd only do the center. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to make these constructions. I'm lucky because this was actually created as a square from a center rectangle. So it does have a center point. But if it didn't, if you had an odd shape, you want to put another reference line in so you have the center. So you would just normally add one here, make that reference. So if you have a weird thing, you know where the center is. So when you drop it in, you can also center it from there. So from here, we're going to window it, go back up the block. Let's just leave it at block 1, say OK. There's our block. So let's close the sketch. Let me zoom back here. If I open up the blocks, which it created that in the history, you'll see exactly what we did. So that block exists. Here's a nice thing. That block is not going to go away. You can go to the sketch once you're done creating it and delete it. It didn't affect this. This thing is still the same. So if I pick on that block, copy it, Control C, let's go back over, and I want to place it in here. So let's paste it in, grab it, drag it across. I'm not going to try to center. I just going to show you. You can actually put your dimensions on this and put it where you need to. So for this particular block, I don't need these other slots. That's what's nice because you can still select what you need. So I'm going to go ahead, zoom in on this. I only need the mounting hole because the other thing is actually the plate. And this is where the, let's go through. There we go. So now that plate that we created elsewhere, I have that exact size. So I'm not redoing that constantly. So I can bring in any block on any model, doesn't matter. I do speaker cabinets, so this is why I use a lot of samples of this. It just makes it easier for me to show. And then you have the ability to take a sketch or capture something off something that does not have a sketch or has multiple sketches where you would spend way more time trying to recreate. So that's a simple way to make a sketch block, reuse it, and take it to any model. You can also copy these just like I did the other one into a new model. Just pick shift, copy, paste into another model, and it makes a block library, and you have those available no matter where you're going. I hope this helps. I will hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much.